Today at I Am Detailing, we have a very special 2001 Porsche 996 Turbo. This is not just any 996 Turbo, it's a 6-speed car finished in a paint to sample denim blue metallic, a color that was originally pulled from the Audi TT palette, and it is paired with a two-tone leather to sample linen and graphite gray interior. The 996 Turbo has gone from being an overlooked 911 to one of the most interesting modern Porsche buys. You get an all-wheel drive, a twin-turbo Mezger flat 6, a proper manual gearbox, and that early 2000s Porsche feel, while it still feels mechanical and raw. As you might have seen, prices on these have definitely skyrocketed as it's become the most affordable 911 to get into, and I think we've grown to love the headlights a little bit more. Jakob always says we do the dirty work first. So we're gonna go underneath the car and start with dry ice cleaning the undercarriage before we move on to the wheel wells. What we wanna primarily focus on here is removing the old worn Cosmoline coating and replacing it with a new modern coverage or some other alternative like a 3M clear matte wax. The other thing that's really good with this is if you're gonna do any mechanical restorations on the car, it makes it much easier to work on once this gunk is removed. You can see if there's any problems, your mechanic will be very, very happy that he's got a clean surface to work with. So sometimes we'll let the car go, get its mechanical stuff done, then come back to us before we reapply a coating. But ultimately it always lies with what the owner wants to do with their car, right? One thing that dry ice cleaning does not do a great job with is rust. It actually won't touch the rust at all, but that's where our laser cleaning machine comes in that will actually handle some sort of oxidation or corrosion on metal that isn't really gonna be possible with dry ice. So that's why we tend to use these both in tandem. Sometimes we'll dry ice first, sometimes we'll laser first, but ultimately they work together rather than being things we want to exclusively use for the whole entire car. This car came in for the works. Dry ice cleaning, laser cleaning, wash, rims and brakes, interior, paint correction, and ceramic coating. Before we do anything aggressive, the car gets a proper wash and decontamination. On a paint to sample car like the Denim Blue Metallic, the goal is to strictly save away the road film and bonded contamination without adding any unnecessary damage. This step gives us a clean surface to inspect, and it lets the color start to come back before we even touch a polisher. Now that it's all cleaned up, we can inspect the paint properly. So Denim Blue Metallic is a beautiful color and it's got a lot of depth to it. So we're gonna need to make sure that we don't have any swirl marks, any micro scratches, any hazing, anything like that to really bring out the pop of this color. Now to the infamous headlights of the 996. So I think it's safe to say that they've grown on most of us in due time, but we all know that they weren't the most loved piece of this car when it first came out. Obviously you can replace the headlight covers, but they're becoming harder and harder to get these days. Cars are getting older, cost a small fortune to get them replaced sometimes, So what we can do is actually sand these down and give it a nice new face without having to go and replace it. It also keeps the VIN numbers original, which, as we know, is pretty important. The inside of this car is one of the coolest parts of the spec. It has leather to sample, two-tone linen to graphite gray interior with those early 2000 Porsche shapes and controls. And after everything's all done here, we're gonna apply our ceramic coating. We're using the Art to Shine ceramic coating here. It goes on really thick. I have it on my car. It looks beautiful. I constantly get comments from the detailers that are saying, wow, this coating's really great. We've been using it for a long time. and it's fantastic. Overall, this 996 Turbo came in as a rare, well-spec'd manual Mezger car, and after the full works, it looks absolutely stunning. For years, these 996s were underrated, but I don't think that's gonna last too much longer, so if you wanna get your hands on one, you better do it soon. What do you guys think about this build? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.